Greetings, true crime friends. So, I'm gonna confess something that might seem, I don't know, weird in true crime circles, but I don't believe in the death penalty. And I don't believe it should be used as a method of crime deterrent. I think that there are much more humane ways of dealing with people. And I know that a lot of people probably disagree with that, and I'm not here to judge what other people believe about the death penalty because I know it can be a hot topic and very highly debated with lots of feelings involved. I know that there are horrific things that happen. I've heard just awful cases of things that are, that you guys know if you're in the true crime world, that just kind of make your head spin thinking, how could somebody do something so awful and so despicable to another human? But I don't want to say our compassion shouldn't end there, but at what point do we say that capital punishment is just legalized murder? I don't know. It's such a complicated thing, to say we shouldn't take human lives because human lives have value. And then you look at somebody like, to go back in the vault, Charles Manson or Richard Ramirez or Ted Bundy, or even more current cases like Scott or, Lori Daybell Vallow. They've done horrible things. Like we can't underestimate that for sure. But at the same time, there's part of me that looks at them and says, maybe a better punishment is to spend your life in solitary confinement thinking about every single horrible thing you've ever done and having to just relive it like it's a fucking nightmare. And I don't know, I'm sure that a lot of these people who have committed these crimes don't care, but it would give me a really weird sick satisfaction too to think of somebody just rotting instead of being given a lethal injection of something and dying. I don't know. And again, like, I'm not saying that I won't change my mind, but I just think that there may be better options, and not to mention that the cost of keeping people on death row instead of as a inmate with general population it can cost significantly more money. So eliminating the death penalty also would, could help create financial savings for states that currently have the death penalty on the table. I don't know. There's a lot of things to consider, but what are your thoughts? Why do you feel the way you feel? Are there any cases where you would just 100% absolutely be like, nope, that jackass deserves the death penalty no matter what? I'm curious to know your thoughts.